God, you're dangerous, Ethan murmured, brushing my hair behind my ear with fingers that made my skin hum. I smelled like I always did when I didn't know what to say. Why? Because you make me want to be better, he said, lips grazing my temple. And I'm not sure I can be. I didn't ask what he meant. I didn't want to ruin the moment. We were tangled in my sheets, warm from love, limbs knotted like roots. His hand rested on my thigh. My body still trembled from how he'd said my name like it meant something. You think too much, he whispered, pulling me closer. Stop that. I let him pull me. I always did. I love how you look at me like I'm the only one, I told him once, curled up in his lap. Rain tapping against the window. You are the only one, he said to fast, to smooth. You're lying. He tilted my chin. Then stop looking at me like that. He kissed me before I could respond. He always did that, kissed me when the truth got too close. Claire noticed everything. She sat on my couch one evening, scrolling through her phone while Ethan cooked in the kitchen. You really love him. Huh, she said without looking up. Is it that obvious? I asked, biting my lip. She finally glanced at me. Painfully, I laughed, soft and nervous. You think he loves me back. She blinked. I think he loves the way you love him. It stung. I didn't know why. Not then. Wow, thanks for the vote of confidence, Claire shrugged. Just be careful, okay? The next day, Ethan didn't text me until 3 p.m. Hey, babe, busy morning. Can I come by later? My fingers hovered over the keyboard. Then I typed, sure. Bring snacks. You owe me cuddles. He replied instantly. Always, you're my favorite drug. I smiled at the screen like a fool, then noticed the icon message deleted. I stared. Who deletes texts in a relationship? When he arrived, I asked, who were you texting earlier? No one important, he said, placing his keys on my dresser. Then why delete it? He laughed, pulling me close. God, you're cute when you're jealous. I'm not. He kissed me hard. Hands on my hips. Don't ruin it. I let him kiss the question out of me. Again, Claire started avoiding my gaze. When Ethan wrapped his arms around me in front of her, her smile looked tired. Faked, you good? I asked one night as we walked to the corner store. Fine. You seem off lately. She exhaled. Maybe I'm just tired of pretending. I stopped walking. Pretending what? Nothing. She waved it off. Forget I said anything. But I could and single quotas. It kept happening. Ethan on his phone late at night. The screen angled away. Claire's voice to quiet when he entered the room. And me, watching them both like I was the outsider. One night, Ethan was in the shower. His phone buzzed twice. I shouldn't have touched it. But I did. Claire, don't forget what you said last night. About her. My breath stopped. Claire, I miss you already. I hate pretending. When are you going to tell her? My legs buckled. I sat down hard on the edge of the bed. His phone buzzed again. Claire, I feel guilty. She's my best friend. My best friend. The water stopped running. Footsteps padded closer. My heart raced like I'd stolen something. I dropped the phone back where I found it and lay back, pretending to be asleep. Pretending like both of them had done so well. Ethan slipped into bed beside me, warm, wet hair brushing my cheek. You still awake? He asked. I kept my eyes closed. My body was frozen. He kissed my shoulder. I love you. My chest burned. I wanted to scream. I wanted to slap him. Instead, I stayed silent. But my mind was loud. She knew. She knew what he did to me and stayed silent. I didn't mean to open his phone again, but it was their screen lit, unlocked, buzzing with a new message. Claire, Last night was perfect. Does she suspect anything? My heart stopped. I froze, finger hovering, chest tightening, mouth suddenly dry. I clicked the message. Claire, you still taste like her. A soft gasp escaped me. My stomach flipped. I scrolled. Fast. Ethan, you're different. With her, it's love. With you, it's hunger. I blinked. Heart. My vision blurred. Claire. So when do you tell her? Or are we just gonna keep pretending? No, 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 no. I read it again, praying the words would change. They didn't. The sound of a door unlocking jolted me. Ethan walked in, tossing his keys on the counter. Hey, babe, you hungry? My hands shook behind my back. Not really, you okay? He asked, eyeing me. You look pale. I forced a smile, just tired. He leaned in and kissed my forehead. I flinched. He didn't notice. Long day? He asked, unzipping his jacket. Yeah, yours? He laughed. Just meetings. Boring stuff. Double quotes later. As we curled up on the couch, he rested his hand on my thigh. I couldn't breathe. I missed you, he whispered. Did you? I said flatly. He chuckled. Of course. Why wouldn't I? I looked at him. Really looked. You ever feel guilty? I asked quietly. He frowned. About what? Anything. Hurting someone? Lying? His brow furrowed. Where is this coming from? Nowhere. I stood. I'm gonna shower. I locked the door behind me and sat on the cold bathroom floor. My chest felt like it was caving in. Claire, my Claire, the one who held my hand after my dad died. The one who cried with me when Ethan first told me he loved me. She knew every detail, how he kissed me, how he held me and still kissed him back, still touched him like he was hers. My phone buzzed. Claire, you free tomorrow? Coffee? I stared at it. My vision blurred again. Not from tears this time, just fury. I typed, me, sure. She'd look me in the eye again, and I'd see if she flinched. The next day, I walked into the cafe early, sat facing the door. Claire walked in 5 minutes late, eyes tired, hair loose. Hey, she said, smiling like nothing happened. Hey, I replied, my voice sharper than I meant it to be. She sat across from me. You okay? You look tense. I leaned back. You think I'm stupid? Her smile faded. What? I saw your messages. She blinked, froze. What messages? Don't play dumb, Claire. She looked away, jaw clenched. It's not what you think. You said, you still taste like her. How many ways can I think about that? She opened her mouth, closed it, opened it again. You didn't mean to sleep with him, or you didn't mean to get caught. Her voice cracked. It just happened, okay? No, it doesn't just happen with someone's boyfriend, someone's best friend. Her hands trembled. I didn't want to lose you. Then why didn't you stop? I don't know, she snapped. I was weak. He made me feel wanted. I laughed. Bitter. So did he. But I didn't steal your life to feel it. Claire's eyes welled up. I hated myself after, every time. But I didn't know how to tell you. You told him. I whispered. Silence. A long one. She whispered, I'm sorry. I stood up. You're not sorry. You're just caught. When I got home, Ethan was already waiting. Hey, where were you? He asked. Out. With Claire. He joked. I stared at him. He frowned. What? Do you love her? I asked. What the hell? Answer me. I love you, he said, stepping closer. What is this? Then why did you sleep with her? His face dropped. He didn't deny it. He didn't even try. He just sighed. You weren't supposed to know. My heart cracked. Wow. I didn't mean for it to go that far, he muttered. Which time? I snapped. The first time or the fifth? He rubbed his temples. She meant nothing, okay? I messed up. You think that helps? I love you, he insisted, I swear. It's you, it's always been you. My voice shook. Then why touch her? Why lie to me every night? He didn't answer. Did you laugh behind my back? I asked. Did you talk about me? No, never. Then what? Was I boring? Predictable? Too easy? You're none of that. He said, you were everything. That's what scared me. I laughed, cold and sharp. Scared people don't cheat. Cowards do. I packed a bag in silence. He tried to stop me. You're really leaving. You already left, I said, zipping it shut. You just forgot to take your guilt with you. He didn't follow me out the door. Back at Lena's, I sat on her floor and let it all pour out tears, rage, confusion. She didn't ask questions. She just held me. She knew. I whispered. She looked into my eyes every day and still stayed silent. I stood in front of Ethan's apartment door with my knuckles pressed against the wood. I didn't knock. I didn't have to. He opened it before I could even decide. You came, he said, like it was normal. Like we hadn't burned everything down. I stepped inside. You want something to drink? He asked. Yeah, the truth. I said. He froze. What's that supposed to mean? I dropped my bag on the couch. Claire, the texts, the nights, I know. He laughed. You're serious? I read the messages. Ethan, I saw everything. His mouth moved, but no sound came out. Then, finally, okay, I can explain. Don't. Just tell me why. He rubbed the back of his neck. It wasn't planned, I swear. It just happened. That excuse again, I snapped. You said that about your almost kiss with your ex, remember? It just happened. This was different. No, it was the same. You crossed a line. You stayed on the other side. I didn't mean to hurt you, he muttered. You didn't mean to get caught, I corrected. He stepped toward me. I love you. You're the one I want. I backed away. You slept with my best friend. He swallowed hard. It didn't mean anything. I was drunk the first time. And the second, the third, the messages. You weren't drunk in those. I messed up, he said. Okay, I'm human. So am I, but I didn't betray the person who trusted me most. I love you. He repeated, almost begging. Please, I made a mistake. I shook my head. You chose. I walked out, down the stairs, onto the street, and I called her Claire. Double quotes hello. Her voice cracked. I'm outside. Talk to me. A long pause. Then, come up. Her apartment smelled like lavender and betrayal. She opened the door wearing the hoodie I gave her last winter, the one she cried in after her breakup. The one I lent her while she healed. It made me sick to see it on her now. She stood back. You want to yell? Just do it. Get it over with. No, I want answers. She sank into the armchair. I didn't mean to hurt you. Funny. That's what he said too. She flinched. I was confused. About what? My friendship. Your dignity. Her voice dropped. He made me feel wanted. So did I. I snapped. I loved you. You were family. I didn't plan it. Don't say that. It's true, she shouted. One night turned into two. And then, God, I hated myself after. Okay? Not enough to stop, I said. Not enough to tell me. I didn't know how, she whispered. You knew how to kiss him, to lie. But not to warn me. She looked down. I didn't want to lose you. Or him. My throat tightened. Those words cut deeper than all the sex, all the secrets. You wanted both of us, I said. I didn't want to choose. She whispered. You already did, I said, my voice cracking. You chose you. I left without saying goodbye, without looking. Back at Lena's place. I drop onto the kitchen floor. Lena stormed in. Where were you? I was about to call the cops. I saw both of them, I said. This hollow. She crouched beside me. What happened? They said they didn't mean to hurt me. Lena scoffed. Oh, that's original. They both said it just happened. She rolled her eyes. Yeah. So does food poisoning. I laughed. It surprised both of us. You still love him? She asked softly. I don't know what I feel. It's like my body forgot how to breathe. You gonna forgive them? I looked up at her. Would you? She shook her head. Hell no. I'd slash his tires and send her a fruit basket of snakes. I smelled. Barely. Lena grabbed my hands. You don't owe them your pain. But don't bottle it up either. I'm tired of crying. Then don't cry. Cut them off. Go ghost. Let your silence haunt them. The next day, I packed up my stuff from my old apartment. Mrs. Holt, my landlady, stood in the hallway as I carried out the last box. Leaving for good? She asked. I nodded. Yeah. She leaned on her cane. You look different. How? So? Like someone who saw something ugly and chose to survive it. I didn't reply. She added, sometimes karma takes the shape of silence. What does that mean? It means you don't have to destroy people to watch them fall. Just walk away. That's enough. I stare at my phone. That night. No new messages from Ethan. One unread from Claire. Claire, please talk to me. I miss you. I didn't respond. I wouldn't. They had my trust. They burned it. Now they get my silence. Lena, I can't breathe in that house. You don't have to. Grab your stuff. Move in. That's it. No questions. Only one. Do you want revenge or peace? I didn't answer. I just packed. I deleted his number, blocked hers. Then I blocked them again, just in case blocking once didn't feel strong enough. Hi, welcome to Wilkins' Book Nook. Maya beamed at me like we hadn't just met 5 minutes ago. I'm Meyer, lover of spicy romance and beagles. You, Lena's grumpy little sister, I muttered. Here to shelve paperbacks and not make friends. Maya snorted too. Bad, you've already got one. You'll warm up. Everyone does in here. I didn't believe her. But there was something safe in the smell of old paper and Maya's cinnamon perfume. How are you really? Lena asked one night, cross-legged on the couch beside me. Fine. That's code for I cry in the shower and pretend it's steam. I stared at the popcorn ceiling. I don't cry. Then you're bottling. Worse, I'm surviving. She didn't push. She just passed me the last slice of pizza and whispered, one day, they'll feel it. What they did. What they lost. I saw him first in a voice. A customer asked about a poetry section, and his tone soft. Amused stabbed me straight through the chest. I dropped a stack of bookmarks. You okay? Maya whispered. Fine. Just stupid muscle spasm. She narrowed her eyes. Bookstore ghosts. Ha! I smelled. Barely. 3 weeks in, I created a fake profile. No name. No photo. I typed Ethan's name into the search bar like a curse. They'd gone private. But Claire's account wasn't. She posted less now. A quote here. A flower there. No more selfies. No more sunset dates. Then one day her profile pic was gone. Just a gray circle. I clicked faster than I wanted to. Relationship status. Removed. My heart didn't leap. It smirked. Who's the guy with the coffee and the quiet eyes? I asked Meyer, nodding toward the man by the philosophy shelf. Double quote. So, Derek, he comes in every Tuesday. Buys one book. Never makes small talk. Tips in cash. Total enigma. Is he single? Maya blinked. I thought you were looking. I'm not. So you just noticed his cheekbones out of feminist curiosity. Exactly. He didn't speak to me until week 5. You misfiled this, he said, placing Siddhartha in front of me. Oh, I took it. Sorry, you shelved it under self-help. I flushed. Maybe I was trying to help myself. He gave me the smallest smile. Aren't we all? One night, I dreamed of Athens' hands, not on me but on her. Her laugh as he pulled her into him. I woke up screaming. Lena burst in, baseball bat in hand. What? Who's here? No one. You sure? I looked at my shaking fingers. No. The next morning, Maya slid me a muffin. Someone's got dark circles and a war behind her eyes. I didn't sleep. Then nap with this blueberry bomb and tell the demons to chill. You're oddly cheerful. I believe in good. People surviving bad things, even if they have to fake a smile for a while. Thanks. She paused. Also, Derek asked if you were seeing anyone. I choked. What did you say? That you were emotionally unavailable, but hot. Week 6, I clicked Claire's profile again. Still empty. Still blank. Then I checked his. He'd made a new one. No. Posts. Just one following. Me. My real account. Block. But I knew the photo. That stupid tattoo on his collarbone. That same damn smirk. I clicked again. This time, on the message icon. It blinked. I messed up. Claire's gone. She left me. I miss you. I stared. I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I laughed. Not loud. Not cruel. Just enough to make Meyer glance up. What's funny? I tilted the phone toward her. Ghosts don't haunt me anymore. I said, they haunt themselves. Let's meet. Just to talk. That's what he said. And I said, okay. Lena dropped her spoon mid-soup. You're what? I'm meeting him. You just said you were done. I am. Then why the hell are you putting on makeup? Like you're auditioning for revenge prom. I looked at my reflection. Red lips. Eyes sharp enough to kill. He needs to think I'm soft. Just for an hour. Lena squinted. What are you planning? I'm not planning. I'm acting. I wore the dress he once said made me look like a dream. He used to trace the straps like they were sacred. Said the blue matched the way I looked at him when I was in love. Tonight, I was poison inside. He was already at the cafe, slouched, pale, eye bag screaming, hands shaking around a coffee he hadn't touched. He looked up. God, you look like a memory. He laughed, awkward. Yeah, exactly like that. I slid into the booth, every movement deliberate. Controlled, deadly. I didn't know how to talk to you after. He said, voice low. Claire, she wasn't what I thought. I made a mistake. You made many. I know. I was confused. You weren't confused in bed with her. He flinched. I deserved that. You deserve more. He reached for my hand. I led him. I've missed you, he whispered. Have you? Every day. I messed up. But I swear I thought we were over when it started. No, you decided we were over. I didn't. Claire pushed. She lied. Manipulated. Said you were already pulling away. I stared at him, tilting my head. You want forgiveness. I do. Then say it. I'm sorry. I smiled. And I kissed him. He kissed me back like he never stopped loving me. Like I was oxygen and he was finally breathing again. I deepened it slow, tender, devastating. Then I pulled back. I forgive you, I said. His eyes welled up. I picked at my phone. Snap. Click. Flash. His face twisted. What was that? I smiled sweetly. Just a memory. I opened the message thread. Found her name. Attached the photo. Typed one word. Oops. Sent. He blinked. What did you just? I stood. Thanks for the coffee with Claire. Why would you? Tell her the truth. Or don't. Either way, you're both ruined. He followed me out. Stumbling. You used me. I laughed. Oh, Ethan, you really thought I came back to heal? I loved you. No, you lost me, and now I'm the one who gets to decide what that means. Leaner was waiting on the couch when I got home. Well, he cried. She grinned, and I kissed him. Claire level move. I sent her the photo. She whistled. Savage. No, I whispered. Necessary. The next day, I walked into the bookstore like it was just any Tuesday. Maya handed me a coffee. Rough night. Closure. I approve. Do you? You're glowing. That's usually a sign someone's either falling in love, or starting a cult, or faking forgiveness. Maya arched a brow. Ah, the hot kind of revenge. I'm not proud. You shouldn't be. But also, kinda badass. Lunchtime. I stepped outside to breathe. She was waiting. Claire. Eyes bloodshot. Hair welled. Phone clutched like a weapon. You bitch. I didn't move. Hello, Claire. You think this is funny? I raised a brow. I think it's justice. She slapped me. Hard. The slap didn't sting the way I expected. It cracked through the air like thunder. Sure. But on my skin, it was a whisper. You bitch. Claire screamed, eyes wild. You think you can just play with people's lives? I steadied my breath. You mean like you did with mine? You always wanted everything for yourself. Everything. My laugh was soft, almost gentle. You slept with my boyfriend. Oh, come on. She spat. You two were already dying. Not dead. That's semantics. No, I said. That's betrayal. She stepped closer, fists clenched. You think kissing him makes you better than me? No. But exposing you? That made me free. Her voice cracked. He told me he loved me, and yet he still kissed me. What does that say about you? You tricked him. He was begging for the chance. She scoffed. You think this makes you powerful? No, I said. But you do. She blinked. What? I leaned in, close enough to smell her desperation. You came all the way here, in public, to slap me, scream at me. That means I got under your skin. That means you're the one losing sleep. Her silence was louder than her slap. I was your best friend. She muttered. Double quotes. No, you were my competitor. You just smiled while playing. I never wanted to hurt you. Then why didn't you stop? She looked at the ground like maybe it held an answer. Ethan chose me. She whispered. He chose convenience. He chose whoever let him feel better about his own emptiness. Still hurts, doesn't it? I shrugged. Not anymore. You're lying. Then why aren't I crying? She looked up, stunned. Maybe she expected tears. I gave her a smile instead. Now you know how betrayal tastes. I whispered. I walked away. I didn't look back. I didn't shake. I didn't crumble. I was done playing the victim in someone else's drama. By the time I reached the bookstore, my chest felt lighter. Maya raised a brow as soon as I walked in. Ho, she said, closing the register. What happened to your face? Claire, she hit you? I nodded. Full soap opera's lap. And you didn't deck her back? Nope. Why not? Because it didn't hurt. Maya tilted her head. You're scaring me a little. I saw her clearly for the first time. Like someone who was never my friend. Just someone who needed me to be small. Maya whistled. That's heavy. No, that's clarity. She screamed. I added, let me guess about how it was your fault. She said I always wanted everything. And she's right. Maya blinked. What? I do want everything. Love, success, peace. But not at the expense of my soul. Damn, I'm done apologizing for wanting more. Maya handed me tea without a word. We sat behind the counter. Quiet for a moment. She finally looked at me, eyes narrowed. You've got that look. What look? Like a woman who survived a storm. and learned to control it. You moved again? Meyer asked, sipping her coffee like it wasn't a full interrogation. I nodded. Yeah, new place, clean walls, quiet neighbors, no ghosts, no Claire, no Ethan. Exactly. She leaned back, running or starting over. Her lips curled into a smirk. Big difference. Biggest one. The bookstore felt like a sanctuary again. Familiar pages, soft lamps, the hum of life without drummer Dot and Derek. Hey, he said one evening, walking in with that slow, steady presence that didn't ask for attention, but got it anyway. He yourself. You restocking the poetry section again. They deserve more front-facing time. He smiled. You fight for the quiet things. I like that. I raised an eyebrow. You memorize lines or something, only the ones that feel like truth. We started talking more after that. About books, about life. Never about Claire. Never about Ethan. It felt good, easy, real. So, he said one night on the rooftop, sitting beside me on the old bench. We dragged up there. Why this place? The apartment? He nodded. Double quotes, no memories, I said. And the light hits differently in the mornings, like it wants me to wake up, not just survive. He was quiet for a moment. Then, softly, that's how you talk about your heart, isn't it? I blinked. What? You say apartment, but you mean your life? I didn't answer. Didn't have to. He understood. A breeze swept through, cool against my cheeks. Can I ask you something? He said. Sure. What do you want now? I paused. Peace. He nodded, and our reason to stay soft. His eyes didn't move from mine. You look like someone who deserves something soft for once. I looked away, not because I didn't believe him, because I did, and that terrified me more than anything Claire ever did. His fingers brushed mine, not possessive, just there. Like a promise without pressure. I didn't pull away. Instead, I whispered, it's been a long time since I trusted that. I'm not them. He said, I don't need to be. My voice cracked. I used to think love meant fire, passion that scorched everything. And now I want the kind that grows in silence, that doesn't announce itself. He squeezed my hand. I can do silence. The tears came before I could stop them. Not sobbing, not breaking. Just quiet rivers that didn't burn. You okay? He asked. I nodded, wiping my cheeks. I'm not sad. Then why the tears? Because I believe you. His breath caught, and mine felt lighter. For the first time, I wasn't performing my pain. I was releasing it. I don't need saving, I said. I just need space to breathe. I'm not here to fix you, he replied. I'm just here. We sat in that stillness, words unnecessary. The city lights below flickered like little chances above us. Stars didn't care who broke whose heart, and that made them beautiful. I used to hate the sunrise, I said after a while. Why? Because it reminded me I had to face another day with their shadows. He didn't reply. He didn't need to. I turned my face toward the horizon. Pink, gold, endless, and for the first time in months, I looked at the sunrise and didn't think of them. My phone buzzed just after closing. Claire, he cheated again. I stared at the screen, them hovering. No part of me flinched. 10 seconds later, another one. I have no one left. No apology. No explanation. Just desperation wearing her name. Meyer glanced over. Everything okay? Yeah, I said, pocketing the phone. Just noise. Later, I reread it twice. Still no guilt. No ick. Just silence. And something close to peace. Months? That's how long it had been since I moved. since I saw Derek on that rooftop. Since I looked at the sunrise and didn't flinch. Ethan's name came days later. In a group message from an old college friend. You guys see this? Ethan marks arrested for fraud. Wild. Maya snorted, reading over my shoulder. Fraud? Wow. Guess Karma uses handcuffs now. I shrugged. Not surprised. You okay? I don't care, I said and meant it. There was no surge of satisfaction, no gloating, just the truth. Claire alone. Ethan behind bars, me, still standing. That afternoon, I lit a candle in the bookstore, small one, lavender and sage. Meyer watched me do it. That for them, no. Then who, for her? She tilted her head. Who? The girl I used to be. I knelt by the display table, flame flickering warm, for the one who trusted too quickly, I whispered, who loved the wrong people with the right heart. Maya didn't speak. She just stood beside me, quiet and kind. Later that night, Derek found me in the back. You okay? He asked, brushing a thumb over a fresh smudge of wax on my wrist. I got a message from Claire. He tensed. What did she say? She's alone. He cheated again. She lost everything. He leaned against the bookshelf. And what did you say? Nothing. He smelled. That's exactly the right response. I pulled something from the drawer. A leather-bound journal. Burgundy, the one Claire gave me when I moved in with her. Still holding onto that. He asked, not for much longer. I walked outside, crisp air, stars like old wounds. I'd stopped tracing. The journal burned slow in the metal bucket beside the alley, page by page, word by word. Derek watched. Didn't interrupt. You know what the first page said? I asked, tossing in another sheet. What? To new beginnings? Always? I laughed. What a joke. Not anymore, he said. Now it's true. The pages curled, turned to ash. Back inside, I opened a drawer behind the counter. A letter from Ethan, unopened, still sealed. Maya peeked over. You gonna read it? Nope. You sure? I smiled. This one deserves silence. I placed it back inside, a sealed grave for something already dead. Days passed, then weeks. The scar on my chest, emotional, invisible, softened, still there, but no longer aching. I didn't check her stories, didn't stalk his name, didn't need closure. I was past the door already. Maya noticed it first. You laugh more now, she said one morning. Do I? And you hum when you shelve books? I hadn't realized that one night. I stood behind the counter alone. The lights dim, the world still. Derek walked in. No words, just a look. What? I asked. You've changed. Good or bad? Fire, he said. But not the kind that destroys. I leaned back. I used to want revenge, justice, something loud. And now I want peace, something real. He walked closer. You got it? I nodded. Quiet justice. No court, no drama, just truth. He took my hand. You proud of yourself yet? I'm getting there. I looked at the tiny scar on my wrist. A stupid accident with a broken teacup last year. It reminded me that even healing leaves marks. But they fade. I don't hate them anymore, I said, squeezing his fingers. But I'll never thank them. He waited. They didn't break me. A deep breath. They built me.